Hello and welcome to a look at Pillar Soul Memories. This is a game that I wasn't gonna make a video for because I loaded it up. I started playing it a little bit. I really did not like the combat. I still don't like the combat, but then I remembered why I bought the game and why I was intending to make a video to begin with, and decided I'm gonna come back and at least try to make somewhat of a video of me playing. For the handful of people that might see this, or the many, or whatever might be. Okay, well, so much for it. Continuing where I left off. Um, anyway, so the general gist of what I've experienced so far is I'm obviously the little triangle dude here, and basically there's an angry god that's gonna do some stuff, and yeah, so I came in and talked to these people before, and they're gonna give me like a weapon, training sword. I'll go and do some fighting, and I'm supposed to go fight a thing, and it's kind of like where I stopped, because I was just like, wow, I don't enjoy this at all. But maybe things will change this time. Maybe if like I've slept a couple of times since then, and maybe things will change. Anyway, so away we go to explore the world of this triangle place of triangles. I think there's a name for it, I just can't forget. I think I'm supposed to go to the left before I go see the other person, actually. Like a weird back and forth kind of situation. Alright, yeah, he's gonna teach me how to fight, which, this particular area I don't think it does anything to really kind of help explain, the benefits or the downside of the combat. But ultimately, it kind of comes down to, given the lack of animations for your enemies, you have no idea when they're going to attack unless you're doing some kind of mental gymnastics in your head with, some math and whatnot. And I don't know. I think that's just the part that I'm just not a big fan of. I go back and talk to this dude. We'll be like, huzzah, you can go and do some magic now. That's not what he says. But then we go upstairs and we fight somebody, and that's where I stopped the last time I played. Step, I don't want. Oh, that's what happened. I pushed the escape and I held it too long. Because once you get into this conversation, like if you accidentally press it to continue, you're just stuck into it. And that kind of sucks. I can't seem to get out of this conversation. I don't know. It's like there's like little things where I think about the time invested in playing a game, and the stuff to kind of get you through things. And considering there's a possibility you die and you have to kind of go back through and do something again, to have to relay like all the things where people are talking about stuff, or just kind of repeat the process without being able to speed things along for yourself, is a little bit on the frustrating side. So I wish that we could kind of skip this conversation a little bit. Yeah, and as you can see, like, this is combat, and like it takes a moment to figure out like the enemy's attack pattern, but then it's really just counting in your head to determine when's the right time to attack again. There is zero feedback for when you hit the enemies. There are no sound settings, so I can't adjust the sound. I mean, it's probably too loud or whatever. I don't know how much progress will be lost when I die. I'm inevitably going to die because I took too many hits in the beginning. Oh, I killed the monster. But, like, I think the thing that would have made this better, like, when it comes to combat, I think what could have made this more engaging and, you know, a little bit better is if there were perhaps some sound effects for when you actually hit the enemy. Maybe, you know, the enemies take some kind of feedback. Maybe they get pushed back a little bit. But it just seems like I'm just kind of fighting with a paper sword. Maybe it's going to get better as we go. I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Oh, you know, I guess that's my bad. I thought I was gonna do like enough damage. Alright, success. I'll go back and see home, dude. Give him the obsidian. He'll make us a magic sword. We go and fight the king, and we kind of continue on in our process. You know, sometimes it just takes like a little bit of, you know, time to go back through a game that you didn't quite, you know, you weren't feeling. It just didn't really kind of resonate with you. And then you try it again, and sometimes things improve, and then sometimes it doesn't work that way. It doesn't really matter the reasons, but the important part is I'm trying it again, you know? I do like this, the music design in the game, or the music choices. The music is pretty good. It's like, there's nothing like super impressive or addictive or crazy, anything like that, but it is to a degree rather catchy. So, let's see what this crystal did for us now. It protected us, it protected the world, and in selfishness I decided to take it for myself. I can't face my own clan anymore. How could I not see my own foolishness? The power of this crystal isn't worth it. I realize it now. It's time to go back and return what I have stolen. Wouldn't that have been nice? The king decides to go back. He puts back the crystal and everybody is happy. The world is saved, but this is life, kid, and life isn't always nice. Did it really? I'm only doing 1 damage? Really? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, this is gonna be an entertaining boss fight, and by entertaining boss fight, I mean it's not so much an entertaining boss fight. Might as well just let myself die again. This is gonna take far longer than I wanted to. It's definitely like an unfortunate reality of the situation here, because for all intents and purposes, just because the game looks like a bunch of triangles and it's more shapes than anything else, it doesn't mean that the game couldn't have been something that I found like really crazily enjoyable. But man, the combat just kills me with how it works. It's just there's just zero impact, and I don't know. It's just rough to kind of get through, and this is why I decided not to make a video the first time, because I just felt like I would not be able to really kind of pinpoint any real positive things about the experience. I don't want to come across as a negative Nancy, but when combat is something that plays such a big role in a game, it kind of needs to be pretty good, you know? I might be able to come back through here and survive this, but I feel like that's asking a lot. I feel like I thought the king might have been just like stuck for a second. The sad thing is, I feel like I'm gonna get pretty close to having killed him. I might still pull it off, but I mean, I'm not sure here. Oh, sweet, wow. Alright, defeated by the likes of you, you think you're kinda so great, don't you? Heh. I hope the darkness comes and eats you alive. The king dies of his wounds. Oh, sorry, king. Didn't have to be that way, but it was. I touch the large floating crystal and return it to its place. It was what a beautiful sight to see that crystal back in its place. It's too bad about the king, though. Not that it's your fault, he brought it upon himself. I just never thought he'd try to kill anyone, but that's enough about that. I foresee great things in your future. Maybe someday, once your journey is complete, you could come back and visit. I sure would like that. Can I do anything with the crystal? Nope. Alright, time to leave this portion of the world and head on to another one. You do get an achievement for doing that, so that's pretty cool. I think, like, overall, like, really, you just keep kind of bringing color to the world as you play. Well, anyway, you know, that being said, like, in the experience so far, Obviously, there's a bit, there's a story here that's going to unlock and everything as we go, and things will progress and everything. But I'm not going to do anybody a disservice and keep trying to push through it. Once you get into like a new section, apparently you're stuck in it until you actually complete it. Okay. I mean, yes, I'm probably not going to be able to go that way. Well, I guess I can go this way. But anyway, but yeah, yeah, it's just something like I don't know. It's just not really gripping me. And considering about the game, I don't need to feel obligated to kind of, pushing through. I got nothing to prove to anybody. So I would just leave with the encouraging words of saying, sometimes when you play a game, I don't know, don't be afraid to take chances on a game. Some games will absolutely surprise you when you play them, and they will be better than you thought they would be. Sometimes, and sometimes they won't be. But, depending on what you have financially and you can afford to do, take chances, buy games, play them, have fun, don't have fun, do whatever it is that you want to do. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna push through and do any more of this. But there's a first impressions of Pillar Soul Memories. Link is in the description if you want to try it yourself, or if you want to buy it or wishlist it or do whatever you want. And if you play it and you enjoy it, I encourage you to leave a review. It's all.